got a real question. It might sound crazy. When did it become illegal to punch a bitch? And I'm not trying to sound wild, but I'm being serious. When did it become illegal to punch a bitch? Because niggas used to beat their hoes back then. And was it illegal back then and the police just didn't care? Or was it not illegal? When did it become illegal to smack your wife?
I live in Tennessee, where they just passed a new domestic violence law. Basically, you get caught beating your hoe, you gotta register as a domestic violence offender. Yes. So now when I seen this law on TikTok, I'm like, okay, that makes sense. I fuck with it. I go to the comments to see if there's any more information, and oh my god, was I surprised. Niggas in the comments talking about, what? I can't beat my bitch. Dog, what the fuck? Sometimes you just gotta hit her. What you mean? I'm a registered still beat her. What the fuck is wrong with y'all?
What happens to men in prison that are locked up for a DV? I did 14 years in prison. I'm not proud of that. But I've seen a lot of guys come to prison for DVs. In the county, in prison, and I'm gonna be honest with you. Nothing really happens to those guys. I mean, I've seen it happen a couple times, but I've seen them walking around the compound and living their little prison life, still getting visits. The woman that filed the charges on them, sneaking in to visit using her sister's driver's license. That's a video. But this right here is one of the reasons why nothing happens. This lady is literally going out her way and about to make a dude's life hell. And just because he's not getting his shit took when he goes to prison, you're still locked up and prison sucks. And he's gonna have to deal with those charges for the rest of his life. And it doesn't mean nothing's not gonna happen to him. Because like I said, I have seen it happen. But if women weren't out here lying like this, and I'm not saying all women lie. Me and my mom, I had the most DV stepdad you'll ever meet in your life. And it was real. It wasn't this. So I really don't even know what to say about this video. All I know is DV is wrong. If somebody's putting their hands on you, you go to the police immediately. Because I am going to tell you one thing. This relationship is unhealthy. Anyways, what happens if you go to prison with a DV?
Yo, so we back in here for another edition of F-ya-Motha. I've been meaning to do that video for quite some time, but I was busy. I had shit to do, and making videos about DV is not high up on the list. One, because I don't give a fuck. You should know not to get physical with your girl too. Yeah, I just don't give a fuck. Like, it's matters of like lovers quarrel, matters of love. That's not my realm. I don't typically divulge into that too often, but I did see this video. Shit was fucking hilarious because like the white guys talk. First, I'm gonna debunk most of the shit he said. Said he was in prison 14 years. Now I'm not gonna debunk that because I don't know him. Maybe he was. What I will say is, while domestic violence charges in some states, I think it's Oregon, Washington, and there's another one. Nevada, that's the one, or it might be New Mexico, one of the two. While those are places where if you get a domestic charge, I think it's a felony. I know Washington state it is, because motherfuckers be beating their girlfriend like it's going out of style. But in most other states, it's a fucking misdemeanor. So that dude, I don't know where he was locked up. Maybe he was on the West Coast state that I named. So he did see dudes in there for domestic violence, but typically that's a misdemeanor, and that only gets you probation, slap on the wrist, maybe some fines, stupid shit like that. Should be hitting the damn girlfriend any damn way, right? In the words of my sister, use your damn words. Especially at a certain age. You like after 25, you're supposed to be able to either get away from her or be able to communicate effectively, and there's not even just one way street. Now, we're not just talking about men and women too, because I've seen a plethora of videos where women is putting the beats to the pounds. Damn, I said that wrong. Women is putting beats by the pounds on niggas like No Limit Records. So, but then before I started rolling that video, there was a video I wrote of my man saying that in Tennessee they just passed a law that if you beat your girl, that you get. Well, if you hit your spouse, let me correct that shit because it makes it sound like it's biased. If you hit your spouse, that you're gonna be or you're gonna have to register on a registry, to which that ain't gonna they ain't gonna stop shit. Men and women, right? Let me not leave the women out. Women and men that are determined to go street fighter on a significant other, they don't give a fuck about like shit like that. That's just like when women put a restraining order out on a psycho boyfriend. They don't give a fuck about a piece of paper. Now maybe it deters like 1 or 2%, but the other 98% of niggas and even women, they was determined to do the shit they was gonna do. Like a piece of paper though, it was going digital. It's going digital. That's why I never understood like restraining orders. Right, a restraining order, you should actually be able to order that motherfucker and get a police to restrain the motherfucker from me. I believe you should be able to pay $100 a day, and the police will protect your house like private security and restrain the motherfucker. Putting a piece of paper, bro, somebody's dedicated on taking you out, and even themselves, that's not gonna do no good. So like being put on a registry, like I said, that's gonna deter 2%, but the other 98% that are hell bent on handling business, like they don't care. They not even gonna think twice. They gonna come over there and wreck shop. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's all I got to say on this matter. If you or you know someone that are in a domestic violence relationship, call this number right here. Let somebody know, or call 911. Right, this whole suffering in silence shit is for the birds. Right, men and women. If you are, it's 2026. If you around somebody that can't talk without putting their fucking hands on you, leave their ass. Right. There is no reason you should be held captive with all the cell phone technology that's around here. Like it just ain't, like it don't make sense. And on top of all that, don't be an idiot. I mean, this goes necessarily for the women. For the men, if you let a woman hit you and you still stay, you like that shit. We keep it in a buck, because most women punches don't really hurt. Unless you date Clarissa Shields or that tall ass chick Angel Fernandez, and then you know what I'm saying, you like that shit. But for the women, yeah, leave. Go to your mama house, call your brothers, like had them pack him out, call the police, get you a 38. If you got a felony on your record and you can't get a gun, go see one of the little YNs in the neighborhood. They gonna hook you up, even get you a switch for an additional $50. But yeah, that's just, get you some pepper spray, a stun gun, get you something to level the playing field. But leave. And don't be talking about in 2026, but I still loved him and I didn't know and we had kids. Fuck the kids and everybody that got something to say. If you were getting batted down like Mark McGuire in the ninth inning, you might want to take a mental check and get the fuck on. And that's the only advice I got. If you don't take the advice, you're a fool, or you like the shit. I'm under the firm belief that people that stay in domestic violence relationships, they either are fools or they like that shit, or both. Ain't no woman gonna put her hands on me. I'm not hitting no woman, because if I gotta go take it there, it ain't worth it. I should be able to say something and it makes sense and it register, and we should like, we're adults. We should be able to conduct ourselves with our words. Yeah, people gonna disagree, but ain't nobody got to put their motherfucking hands on nobody, because one, that don't make sense, and two, that's not healthy. I finally have unlocked and achieved a level of healthiness. I don't like dysfunctionality. It's not fun. It ain't cute. Nobody gives a fuck about that shit. And the people you tell that shit's going digital, they like it because it gives them some entertainment. I don't find value in entertainment in domestic violence relationships, so I don't want to hear about them. I don't want to partake in that shit. There are a lot of things I could be doing with my time. Getting beat down or beating somebody down ain't one of them. that's just where I'm at with it. In any event, if y'all like this episode, like, comment, subscribe, and hit the like button, especially so I can be in the algorithm. But if you like to support the machine so that I can give y'all more enlightening, insightful episodes, click the link to my online merch store, and I'm out.